There's a ton of campers around me, and all of them are pretty curious about what this blonde chick is sitting here doing on the lawn. So I am the center of attention right now. The other day I read about a woman who was laid off by her employee because he found out that she was living in a motorhome, and he considered her as being trailer trash. And this made me think about all the great benefits there is about hiring a digital nomad. So let's break it down and see if we can't change the minds of those narrow-minded. If you wait, the last reason to hire a digital nomad is absolutely one that from an employer's point of view can't be missed. Stick to the niche, the gurus say, but after 5 years on the road, we are not just travelers, we are also digital nomads, and we need to address all sorts of aspects of this traveling life. I've been working as a manager and hiring people for, well, more than 15 years, and a lot of the things I was looking for in a new employee was actually a lot of the things that digital nomads have. So if I had the possibility back then, I would surely hire digital nomads for a lot of the tasks that I needed help with. Digital nomads and travelers know how to adapt because not many days are the same. Very often we have to change our plans and adapt into a new plan. And this means that a digital nomad doesn't work inside some barriers of how things are supposed to be, but can work outside the barriers and can do it quickly. Digital nomads know how to interact with all sorts of people worldwide. And this gives us the ability to talk to people from all over the world and overcome the differences that we might have, and instead look at the human being inside this person. People who have chosen another way of living, like digital nomads or travelers, are generally a bit more creative, and at least they have a different mindset than the norm. And this might sound hippie-like, but what you get is a person who is not afraid to think outside the box. They can still draw inside the lines, but also think outside the box. Normally a lovely breeze is fantastic, but when making YouTube videos, no, not so much. I talked about digital nomads being able to adapt, and look at this. These people are actually living, I suppose, from upholstering furniture. So this is what they're doing from their van at a parking lot outside the airport in Malaga. How cool is this? So I had to wait for the wind to settle down, and a massive rainfall also appeared out of nowhere. But we're back. The only problem now is that the siesta is over and there's a lot of traffic on the main road up here. But I hope we manage. Let's get back to why you should hire a digital nomad. One of the great things about digital nomads is that they are super flexible. Digital nomads don't work inside normal business hours, but the goal for most digital nomads is actually to earn money to travel. So they're very keen on getting the job done within the least amount of time. Of course, some digital nomads do work hours, but after all, if it's a great task, then why not finish it right away? From an employer's point of view, one of the greatest things about hiring a digital nomad is that they can work project-based instead of on a contract. If you're a small business or you don't want a lot of people with contracts in your business, then hiring digital nomads is absolutely a must. Back home in Denmark, we always had some people on minimum contracts because we really couldn't afford to hire them full-time, and it was easier with these minimum contracts. But having people on contracts that are only project-based is absolutely better than a mini contract. Digital nomads have a huge network. Having a huge network means that there's always someone to turn to if you need help with a task or if you're stuck on a problem. And if you hire a digital nomad, you don't have to go out there and get that network yourself or find these people, because the digital nomad already knows a lot of people who can help. And here's the superpower reason why you should hire a traveling digital nomad. Digital nomads and full-time travelers in general have guts. It takes guts to take the leap and begin an unknown life as a traveler, because people living like this aren't afraid of changes, so why not use that superpower? And in what areas would it be great for an employer to work with digital nomads? I have been working with customer service for a small company that had a huge amount of emails from their customers. And I spent so much time answering these emails instead of making routes and coordinating the chauffeurs, which was also my job. If you hire a digital nomad, you could set up something in your email system that would flag every email that had to do with the word bills, and then forward these emails to a digital nomad who was responding to these people about their bills. There could also be tasks where you just need to write a lot of stuff, like in some forms or Excel or what do I know. And these kind of tasks, they don't need to be done by somebody sitting in an office. They could easily be done by a digital nomad living on the road. A lot of translating jobs are made by digital nomads and travelers in general, because most often travelers are bilingual. So you could also skip that task out to a digital nomad. My digital adventure is that I have a small firm where I make posts for small companies or new started companies who'd rather spend their time working on their business than social media. Maybe they don't have time, or maybe they don't really like doing social media, and that's where I come in. So if I can help you, then please let me know in the comments and I'll contact you. If you're a digital nomad yourself, then please let me know below and let me hear what you are doing to make a living while living abroad or traveling the world. So this, my friends, is why you should hire a digital nomad, and why digital nomads shouldn't be afraid of just get out there and get that job that they really like and that can support their kind of living. Would you consider hiring a digital nomad now that you know all these things? Please let me know in the comments below.